Hey guys, Average Sniper here. No, you haven't seen me in a while. I haven't seen you guys in a while. And I miss you. Do you miss me? If you do, hit the like button right away. So I am alive. I am okay. Let me tell you guys where I've been. And let's just call this a channel update, a life update, or a channel update. A life update on Average Sniper and an update for the channel. I'm going to talk about everything. I'm going to talk about where I've been recently. I'm going to talk about um, things going on in my life personally, and I'm going to talk about channel updates. So if you want to get up to date on me, you click the right video. If not, just know that I will be back to streaming and making content on a regular basis very soon. So, guys, whenever I do a video like this, I feel like it's best to tell in the form of a story. So, Chapter 1, what happened to Average Sniper? Where have you been for the past 4 or 5 days? Well, short answer, I got the cove. I got the COVID. And so here's what happened. Basically, Christmas Day, okay? Christmas Day, I woke up feeling fine, but I had this little like ringing in my ears, like kind of like the precursor to a headache. I didn't think anything of it. I thought I probably just slept bad last night. So anyway, my parents come over to visit, and they spend like four hours over here within close proximity, close contact. And as the day goes on, the headache actually turns into a headache. And I tell them, I'm like, look, I'm not feeling so good. I don't know what's going on, but I have this headache and just don't feel that good. And they basically told me, well, you look like shit. So, and I was like, thanks, mom and dad. No, they weren't that mean, but they did say that I looked like I wasn't feeling very good. So, we played some cards, and then it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I think I need to lay down. Something's going on. So they took off. My grandma laid down, and I went and decided to soak in a hot bath because anytime I don't feel good, if I have a headache or, geez, this Justin Bieber hair is too much for me. I've been bald for so long. I'm just not used to having this crazy hair. My friend called it Justin Bieber hair the other day. I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment or I don't know. Justin Bieber hair. Anyway, sorry, getting off track here. So this is Christmas Day. My parents left. My grandma goes to bed, and it's like five o'clock, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna soak in a hot bath because every time I don't feel good, if I feel like I'm getting sick, I always soak in a hot bath. It makes my headaches go away. I don't know, something about just laying in the super hot water just relaxes me. So I do that and I fall asleep. I wake up an hour later and I am deep into a fever. I mean, a fucking bad fever. Like I move one finger out of the tub and I'm like, oh, like freezing and chills. And I'm like, shit. So I drained the water out of the tub and I fill it back up with like really hot water, which is probably a bad idea because I think I just raised my temperature even more. Finally, after like 3 hours in the tub, I get out of the tub and I walk to my room, which is literally 5 feet from the bathroom. You go out of the bathroom, you turn right, there's my room. In that 10 seconds it took for me to get from the bathtub to my room, I felt like I was going to freeze to death. I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm fucking freezing. So I finally get in my room. I sweat the fever out. It takes like 8 hours. I got like no sleep, but finally I fall asleep. And when I wake up, I've lost like a gallon of sweat and the fever is gone. And I'm like, man, what the fuck was that? You know, I wasn't even thinking COVID because I just didn't. I should have thought COVID. I should have immediately thought COVID. But honestly, every time somebody feels sick nowadays, you immediately think COVID. That's what you think. You're like, oh, it's COVID. It's got to be COVID. So I didn't want to be like that guy that's like, oh, I feel sick, so I got COVID. So I was like, what happened? Did I get like food poisoning or what's going on? Well, I felt kind of woozy the next couple of days, and I just stayed home. Didn't really do anything. I did a couple streams, and I mentioned that I might have COVID or I was feeling sick. I'm sure some of you guys remember that. And for a couple days, I felt like I just had a cold. And then, like maybe like about a week ago now, I just started feeling like dog shit. So I got like this cough, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me I had COVID. Big surprise. By that point, I pretty much knew it. So I was like, fuck. So I just started resting, and now it's been since Christmas. I haven't had any symptoms for for a while now, for like 4 or 5 days, but I've still felt like dog shit. I feel like I got run over by a fucking truck, which is why I haven't been streaming. Don't get me wrong, I haven't been like laying in bed suffering or anything. I've just felt like I've had a nasty cold for the past couple weeks, and it's really made me just not want to interact with people or stream or anything. I've just felt kind of nasty. Well, I haven't had any symptoms in like the past 5 days other than just feeling tired, so I think I'm pretty much over it. But here's the problem. Here's what happened. Just gonna pop that little guy up there. Am I pointing at it? Yeah. So that's me, how I'm feeling right now. So as I mentioned, my parents came over for Christmas, and sure enough, 3 days later, my mom got COVID. 3 days after that, my dad got COVID. Then my sister got COVID. They all live together, and I'm pretty sure my other sister has COVID. They all live in the same house. So when my mom and dad went home, they went home to my nephew and my two sisters, and everybody got fucking COVID. So hence the little meme I made. Not good. Not good. So my mom had it pretty bad. My dad had it really bad. We were all really worried about him for a couple days, but he pulled through. And I think they both still have it, but I think I'm over it because I had it the longest, but they all got it after me. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that gave it to them. I had no idea about any of that. Had no idea I had COVID when they were over, so shit. That sucks. Sorry, mom and dad, and sisters and nephew, and anybody else I gave COVID to. I made a meme for you. There's the meme I made. Yes, that is exactly how I felt. Anyway, I'm glad everybody in my family's doing good. Moving on. That's my COVID story. So now we're on chapter 2. And this is more, this is about the channel. So this is a channel update. What's going to happen? Well, it's been a long time since I've had 4 or 5 days where I haven't streamed or made content. So I've had some time to think. I'm really enjoying playing Super People. I still dream about playing PUBG, so I still want to play PUBG, assuming it's not all bots. It has been nice playing Super People with actual people instead of bots. When I get on PUBG now and it's all bots, I'm like, nah. Like, I still like PUBG. I like the nitty-gritty feel, but killing bots the whole game, killing bots for 25 minutes just to fight 1 or 2 players in the final circle is just not doing it for me anymore. But I'm still going to play PUBG as long as I can get some matches with some real players in there. Super People, like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with. It seems like it's the next PUBG, honestly. Everybody seems like they're really into it. Everybody except for the die-hard PUBG fans that are like, oh, you can't have a game where people have super pets, not PUBG. I'm not going to watch it. Whatever. All the normal people out there, that just enjoy gaming and don't try to compare it to the last game, or even the people who have only been playing PUBG seem to be liking Super People. So I'm happy about that. So we'll definitely have more PUBG and Super People content, but I'm also thinking about maybe playing some single player or role playing games and getting into that, like character leveling and stuff like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's something you guys would be into, because that's something I'm thinking about doing. So pretty much, oh, my monitor turned off. Pretty much nothing. I'm not planning on changing anything with the channel except maybe adding a different type of game that I play and playing more Super People. And hopefully when PUBG goes free to play on January 12th, it will bring more people in. I don't know. We'll see. So that's it. Short, sweet update for the channel. I plan to continue playing games and streaming myself, doing so and making content and hanging out with you guys. Like buttons all around. If I could hit the like button on you guys, I would. All right, third thing, personal update. If you don't care about my personal life, you can click off the video now. Now you've heard my funny, tragic and funny COVID story. You've heard the channel update. So now I'm going to share some personal stuff with you. I'm going to talk a little bit about diet, a little bit about fitness, and just a little bit about life in general. So as most of you guys know, Chapter 3, personal update. Personal update, Chapter 3. Welcome to the personal update. As a lot of you guys know, in 2020, I was a little overweight. Oh, sorry. I had to pause for a second there to find some images for you guys. So in 2020, I was a little overweight. So that's me. It's still me. See? Just little fatty. I was disappointed with my weight. And also, I didn't have any hair. I had shaved my head for like 10 years. I didn't know I could still grow hair, but surprise, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber haircut here. I still can grow hair. So that was me in 2020. And I just, one day I woke up, looked in the mirror, and I was like, F this. I'm tired of having this belly, this big belly on me, and I'm tired of my face looking bloated, and, just wanted to get more healthy and more in shape. Not for looks or anything like that, just to be more healthy. I just wanted to be more healthy. That's all. Okay. And then this was me about a couple weeks ago, right before I got sick with COVID, looking all skinny and ripped and everything. Like, yeah, look at me. I got my veins sticking out and everything like that. Check my veins out. Whoa. And I really went a lot further than I thought it would. So, going from this to this, and took me about 6 months to lose all the weight. And then I've just, for the past little over a year, I've just been maintaining and trying to cut even more fat off. And honestly, it's kind of turning into a problem for me, which is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So while I was in the middle of having COVID, I was still trying to eat like this super strict diet, eating less than I should, super scared to put any fat on me, And I was really sick, and I was just laying in bed, and I was thinking, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? What am I doing to myself? Something's changed. In 2020, I wanted to be healthy and more in shape, but I didn't necessarily want to look like this. I didn't want to look like some, shredded or peeled guy who only cares if you can see the veins in his freaking bicep and his abs and everything like that. And that's what it turned into. So I'm sitting here freaking suffering from COVID and forcing myself not to eat that much food. And when you're sick, you should eat food. It's good to eat food when you're sick. Your body needs nutrients. It needs nutrition to help you get better. It's burning a lot of calories trying to fight off the infection, disease, sickness, whatever you have. So I realized right there, I was like, fuck, man, I'm a little fucked up in the head right now. Like, I've let this fitness and diet thing go way too far. It's kind of taking over my life, and it's getting to the point where I'm counting every single calorie that I'm eating, and if I eat something I'm not supposed to, or if I eat too many calories, I end up getting depressed with myself and then binge eating a whole freaking pizza and like a massive chocolate cake all to myself, and then trying to starve myself for like the next couple days because I felt bad about what I ate. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm seriously developing, or maybe already have developed, a serious eating disorder, body dysmorphia, and I don't want to be scared of adding a couple pounds on. I don't want to live my life waking up every day, looking in the mirror, being like, oh, do I still have my abs after eating those sweets last night? Oh my God, can I see my abs? I don't want to be that guy. That's not why I started the fitness journey. I started the fitness journey because I simply wanted to be healthy, and I just didn't want to be obese anymore. Well, I'm not obese anymore. In fact, I'm freaking ripped, and that was never the goal in the first place. However, I do really enjoy working out and eating healthy. I've just got to find a balance. I can't be scared of food anymore. I can't be that guy that's like, no, I'm not going to go out to a restaurant because I'm doing this super strict diet and I got to get this vein to pop out in my lower stomach. I don't want to be that guy anymore. It's creating a serious mental disorder up here. I just want to be healthy. I'm 37 years old, and there's no reason for me to need to look like a fucking fitness model. I want to be healthy, and I want to look good, and I want to work out. That's it. I'm done. I don't need to look super ripped and peeled. It's affecting my mind way too much. So that's what I wanted to say about that. COVID really helped me put that in perspective, because if you're freaking sick and your body's trying to fight off an infection and you're still forcing yourself not to eat, it's like, that's a serious problem. There's something wrong up here. And I realize that. So I'm going to just focus on eating healthy, but not counting every fucking calorie. And if I do want to have a burger or pizza every now and then, I will. But I don't want to let myself get to the point where I'm like starving myself and I feel like I need to devour like an entire pizza and an entire chocolate cake all at once because I'm like starving myself to death. I'm not doing that anymore. No. It's gotten way too much, way too obsessive. I'm an obsessive type of person. When I put my mind to doing something, I really really put my mind to doing something. And honestly, it's a real selfish goal to have. It's a very selfish goal to spend all this time on yourself. Not saying that you shouldn't do it if that's your goal, but for example, you know, I recently had to move out of my place and move in with my grandma to help her because she's got a terminal disease and she needs somebody to take care of her and take care of things around the house and do things that she can't and just be here in case of an emergency. So my whole life has been changed over the past 3 months, and I'm trying to help my grandma, and I'm trying to deal with the depression on top of that of knowing that soon I'm going to lose a family member, and I'm spending a lot of time with her, so it's going to be a really hard thing. And on top of that, I'm trying to force myself into this incredibly strict diet just so I can look really, really good and have a six pack all the time and everything. And I'm like, man, that's not right. That's too selfish. You know, I've got way too many other things in my life that are way more important than that. You know, I've got my job, I've got my grandma to take care of, I've got the YouTube channel. And the last thing I need to be worrying about is, oh, I'm spending an hour or 2 hours a day writing down all my calories and tracking everything I eat so I don't gain 1 ounce of fat. You know, it's like, come on, that's crazy. I had to slap myself. I let it go way too far. I let it go way too far. So, not saying I'm gonna just stop working out and get fat again and eat fast food all day long. 100% not gonna do that. But definitely not gonna count every calorie. I'm definitely gonna indulge a little bit more when it comes to eating the types of food that I like, and I'm definitely gonna keep going to the gym. I've always worked out. There was a short period of time in my life for like 5 years when I didn't work out, but I'm over that now. So, like I said, the goal is just to be healthy and to be fit, and that's it. I don't need to have like a freaking six pack and look ripped everywhere every second of the freaking day. Maybe sometime later on in life, you know, when I don't have so many other responsibilities, maybe then I can say, you know, 90-day challenge, see how shredded I can get or something like that. But other than that, it was becoming a serious mental problem for me that I needed to address. So the COVID actually helped me do that. And that's pretty much my personal update. I wanted to share that with you guys because I know there's people out there that struggle with all kinds of things, especially body issues, you know, whether you're big, whether you're small, tall, short, doesn't matter. Everybody has issues with their body. And sometimes you get so obsessed with them, it takes something serious to like snap you out of it. I'm so glad I got snapped out of it. And I'm really hoping this leads to a much more healthy lifestyle, more healthy mindset, and maybe even gives me more time to stream and make video content for you guys. So, yeah, that's my update. That's my personal update. I mean, like I said, the COVID hit me and my family hard, but we're all getting over it. The personal life, dealing with the eating disorder, body dysmorphia, that's been hitting me pretty hard, but I am, like I said, I think I'm over it now and get back to normal. Other than that, I can't wait to find some new games to play and get back to Super People and PUBG and hang out with you guys. So I don't know exactly when I'll be back to streaming and making videos because honestly, I still kind of feel like shit, like I got run over by a truck, but as you can probably kind of tell by my demeanor, I am feeling much better, and hopefully within a day or two, everything will be back to normal. Maybe we'll do a stream this weekend. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about all this. This has been much longer than I planned it to be, but it looks like it's under 20 minutes, so hopefully not too long. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave the like button. I hope to see you soon, and I would love to hear what you have to say, or I'd love to read what you have to say in the comment section. So, later.